The tender glimpses of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet behind the scenes of With Love, Meghan Season 2, capture something that words alone cannot fully encompass: innocence, legacy, love, and continuity. These images are not just behind-the-scenes shots of children watching their mother's creative work unfold. They are emblematic of a new generation of Sussex influence, one that thrives on authenticity, groundedness, and unity. To see the children, radiant in their red-headedness, engaged with the rhythms of filming is to witness living history, two little souls representing resilience, heritage, and the values of their parents, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The power of these glimpses cannot be overstated. They do not merely show two young children playing near film equipment or sitting in directors' chairs. Instead, they symbolize how deeply rooted family is in everything Harry and Meghan do. Archie, wearing his little red shirt, holding a clapperboard with seriousness and pride, embodies continuity. The merging of childhood curiosity with the grandeur of a legacy he did not choose, but which he now shapes with quiet dignity. Princess Lilibet, perched in a director's chair with her delicate hair catching the light, carries with her a quiet authority that belies her age, a presence that seems to echo her grandmother Diana's natural ease in every space she entered. These behind-the-scenes moments of Season 2 reveal something essential about the Sussexes, that their work is never separate from their family, never divorced from their values. Rather, their children are always woven into the very fabric of their projects, becoming not props or accessories, but cornerstones. Meghan's series With Love. Meghan already resonated so powerfully because it was authentic, heartfelt, and filled with the textures of lived experience. Season 2, with these glimpses of Archie and Lilibet nearby, deepens that resonance. It becomes not just Meghan's story, but a family legacy unfolding on screen, a continuation of compassion, storytelling, and truth-telling that both parents have championed since stepping into their independence. The image of Archie holding a clapperboard is more than a charming snapshot. It is, in fact, profoundly symbolic. The clapperboard is the device that announces the start of filming, marking the alignment of sound and image, the synchronization of vision and execution. For Archie to hold it is for the child himself to become part of that alignment. He symbolizes the start of something new, the syncing of generations, the bringing together of past struggles and future hopes. His little hand clutching the board speaks volumes. This is not just play, this is participation. Though he is too young to understand all the technicalities, he understands, through the example of his parents, that creativity is an act of courage, storytelling is an act of service, and that even as children, his and his sister's presence matters. In holding that board, Archie silently declares, "I belong here, this is my family's work, and I am part of it." On the other hand, Princess Lilibet's presence in the director's chair is just as striking. The director's chair is a symbol of vision and leadership. To see her perched there, leaning forward as if watching attentively, is to glimpse not just a child at play, but a child beginning to absorb the environment of creativity and storytelling. She is observing, learning, and imitating, and in doing so, she embodies the very essence of growth and legacy. Lily's natural curiosity, combined with her position in that chair, sends a quiet but powerful message. The Sussex children are not bystanders to their parents' work. They are witnesses, participants, and future carriers of the same flame of authenticity. The chair beneath her holds history. It is the seat where decisions are made, directions are given, and creative paths are forged. To see her in it, so comfortable and radiant, suggests that leadership, vision, and creativity already pulse in her veins. What emerges from these glimpses is not just the charm of children around film equipment, but the deeper truth that Harry and Meghan's lives are intertwined with their work in ways that are deeply authentic. They do not separate the personal from the professional in the way traditional celebrity often does. Instead, they allow family and love to be the root system from which everything else grows. With Love, Meghan Season 1 proved that audiences around the world are hungry for content that feels real, heartfelt, and beautifully curated without being pretentious. Season 2, with Archie and Lilibet woven into its creation behind the scenes, promises to be even more powerful. This is not just content, it is legacy. This is not just television, It is family history, gently shared with the world. Archie and Lili are the cornerstones, grounding their parents in love, while also inspiring the creative work itself. They are constant reminders of why Harry and Meghan stepped away from royal constraints, so their children could grow up free, unbound, and able to engage in the world with joy rather than fear. These glimpses prove that choice was not only justified, it was transformative. The commentary on their red-headedness may seem light-hearted, but it carries weight. Hair colour in this context is more than genetic inheritance, it is symbolic. Archie and Lili, with their red tones, echo their father Harry, and through him, their grandmother Diana's lineage. The colour becomes emblematic of continuity, of belonging to a line that has always stood out, always been distinct. Just as Harry's red hair set him apart in his youth, marking him as both recognisable and unique, so too does it crown his children with visibility. In a way, their red-headedness symbolises both inheritance and rebellion. They are linked to a past, but also a future that is rewriting what heritage means. Where once it might have meant obligation to a rigid institution, now it means freedom, individuality, and authenticity. To celebrate Archie and Lili's red-headedness is to celebrate both who they are and who they will become, symbols of resilience, authenticity, and love. Perhaps the most powerful takeaway from these images is the undeniable love that underpins them. Harry and Meghan's children are not shielded from their work, but embraced into it, not to exploit them, but to show them that work can be a joyful, collective experience. The sight of Archie and Lili looking over monitors, listening through headphones, and participating in small ways demonstrates a family grounded in togetherness. This is a deliberate contrast to the coldness and distance that often characterises the lives of children born into royal institutions. Instead of being raised behind closed doors, under constant scrutiny and devoid of authentic family connection, Archie and Lili are raised in warmth, creativity, and participation. They are not just watching their parents work, they are learning that work itself can be an extension of love. To call Archie and Lilibet the cornerstones of the Sussex family is not a sentimental exaggeration. It is truth. They are the reason Harry and Meghan fight so hard to live authentically. They are the inspiration behind their creative and philanthropic endeavours. They are the living proof that independence was worth it. Every glimpse of Archie holding a clapperboard, every sight of Lili in a director's chair, every moment of their laughter off camera, all of it is part of the Sussex legacy. Not a legacy of crowns or thrones, but a legacy of compassion, courage and creativity. The world sees in these glimpses not just two adorable children, but the embodiment of values that will endure long after the cameras stop rolling. The Sussex children are not merely the background. They are the heart of the story, the pulse of the narrative, the quiet strength behind every frame of With Love, Meghan Season 2. In conclusion, these behind-the-scenes glimpses of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet are more than sweet family moments. They are deeply symbolic reflections of love, legacy, and authenticity. They show that With Love, Meghan is not just a series, but a living, breathing testament to the values the Sussexes hold dear. Archie and Lili, in all their red-headed beauty, are the cornerstones of that legacy, the joy, the future, and the truth behind everything Harry and Meghan create. To all my curious Sussex family, thank you all for watching and do not forget to subscribe, like and put a comment. Bye-bye, see you then in our next episode.